Hey everybody, this is Ms. Z. Welcome back to What the Hell Happened at Work. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, welcome. Thank you, I appreciate you. If you all have a workplace scenario that you would like to share, it could be your story or someone else's, something you witnessed. That's perfectly fine. Please feel free to send it to me at wthhappenedatwork@gmail.com. And if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. Check this out. This is something that I actually witnessed myself last week, okay? Crazy story, but I want to share it because was educational for me. So I hope it's educational for you. So, I was in line at the 7-Eleven of all places, right? And this guy who had on a construction uniform was in line 2 people ahead of me. And he was telling the lady behind him that he wished they would hurry up because the line was moving slow. He said he had to be back at work within 15 minutes because he had to leave the job site to take his daughter her lunch because she left her lunch. And he had to take her lunch to school, which didn't leave him time to get something to eat. So he stopped past the 7-Eleven on his way back to the construction site so that he could grab some fruit, something to drink, and just to hold him off until he get off work, right? So he make his purchase, he leave out. I'm in line still making my purchase. When I leave out the store, he is outside pissed. So a police had pulled up. He's telling the police officer that his car is gone. Right. Somebody stole this man's car while he was in the 7-Eleven. So he was describing to the police officer, of course, all of the logistics about his vehicle, make, model, year, color, all of that. But he said, I must have forgot to lock the car. I was on the phone with my job. I got distracted. So I must didn't lock my door. But I have my key fob right here. And he said he had a push button start, right? Somebody must have jumped in this man's car, pushed the button, the start button, and drove off, right? Crazy. So I'm walking slow back to my car because I was curious. I have the same type of vehicle. So I wanted to learn more about what can happen. So the guy, the police officer, gets a call on the radio saying that there was an accident about 8 miles from where we were standing. I guess that's what, about like 10 minutes or so away from the 7-Eleven. And the police officer asked on the radio, do you have a description of the vehicles involved in the accident? While they're waiting, I'm still standing there looking like I'm nosy as hell. Looking stupid. So I said, this is too obvious. Get in the vehicle. So I got in my car and I rolled the window down because I'm not a nosy person, but I was ear hustling because of me having the same type of vehicle with this push start button and this fob, right? And I wanted to know how far can a person get and what happens to a vehicle if someone steals it, drive off. Can they get far if I have the fob, right? So I'm hearing bits and pieces, but I saw them get in the police car and drive off hurriedly. So I said, this must be his car that was involved in the accident. So what do? I'm not an investigator, but I was still curious and I followed them. It was right on the main street where the accident occurred. Of course, it was a lot of traffic, so I couldn't get all the way up there in order to see what was going on. Well, obviously, it was this man's car because guess what happened? from where I could see, he jumped out of the back of the police car and run over to what was obviously his vehicle and get into a fist fight with the guy who obviously stole his car. Oh my God. The scene was crazy. So I didn't want to drive all the way up because it was too much going on. So I just went ahead and turned off. But while driving, I was wondering about this key fob and this push start button in these vehicles. How far can a person drive when they jump into a vehicle without the key fob? Can you go 100 miles? Can you only go 20 miles? Or do you just ride until the gas is out of the vehicle, or until you turn the car off? How does this work? I was curious. If any of you have ever experienced this, please let me know. I just found this to be fascinating because I never thought about it until I heard what happened with this gentleman, and I saw with my own eyes what was going on. And apparently this can happen. You can drive off. I don't know if you can work your remote, hit the emergency button, hit something on your fob to call some attention, emergency call or whatever. I don't know. But this is what happened. So I was just curious to know, what do you all think about that? Have you ever experienced that? Let me know. Write something in the comment. And of all things, be safe out there. Be careful. I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.